Hi, my name is Sam and welcome to Car's Performance Garage. In today's episode, I'm going to be tearing apart my girlfriend's EJ205. So her car has been puffing a lot of blue and white smoke, and upon further inspection, it looks like it was the valve stem seals or guides or something to do with that. So basically what we need to do, we need to pull the engine apart, get the heads off so we can send the heads off to get remachined. So to start off, I'm going to take the coolant expansion tank off, the turbo, the exhaust manifold, and then once that's done, I'll jump onto the intake. So let's jump into it. Alright, so I've got the first head off from what I can see, everything's looking pretty good. There's no scoring in the journals of the bearings, there's minimal. The head studs came off pretty easily, so that was also a good sign. And yeah, in terms of leaks, sealing the rocket covers did a pretty good job, especially the cam caps. That they were stuck in there, which is a good thing. So I'm just going to quickly give it a wipe, and I'm going to put the cams back in, because when I send it to the machine shop and they do all the clearances and all the adjusting, they'll need the cams to go off. So I'll put it back together. I'll be able to flip it on the other side, have a look. Plus I do need to take any of the random bolts and hardware off, as there is no need for that. I'm going to be taking photos of where each bolt and accessory like sensor goes, just so it means when I do come to put it back together, I know exactly where the bolts go. So give it a quick wipe down and we'll chuck the cams back in and then start on the next one. Alright, so the second head is off. It also came off really easily. So what I'm now going to do, like before, is I'm going to take all the bolts and all the lines and everything off that the machine shop doesn't need, and yeah, then they'll be ready to be sent off. I'm not going to record doing this head, but I'll come back once it's done. So it's another day, and I finally fully stripped down the other head. So the heads are fully stripped down. I basically put all the parts away, organized them, so it meant that I'll be able to easily find them when it's time to rebuild it. But now that this is done, I just gotta pull out the heads on my Outback, and we can send both sets of heads to the machine shop at once. So at least this is all done, and once Ebony decides what she's gonna do, we can finally put the motor back together. Well, either that motor or a new one. So we'll see what happens. Motor's all stripped down. There's a few things that I will need to repair and reseal. Like for example, you've got, I believe these are coolant passages. They will both need a reseal as they're leaking. There's a few others. I think the oil pump may also need a reseal. but we'll probably get a new oil pump while we're there. I definitely need a new crank bolt, as this one is getting worse wear, and it would be an absolute, would be pretty bad if that strips, because that would suck to take out next time. So better to play it safe than sorry. I just got to get some equipment so I can also make these heads, make the deck of the block flat. And apart from that, everything else looked pretty much in order. I'm pretty proud of myself considering this was the first time. So that's the end of the video. I'm not sure when I will be filming more content with the car, but there is a few things with the manifold. I'm going to cut some of the wiring plugs off that don't get used anymore, for example the TGV ones. Plus then I'm going to go in full with every single part on the engine, see what needs replaced, like the cam sensors, the O-rings definitely need replacing, and the wiring also needs replacing. Luckily I've actually found a source on where to get these parts, where before I actually didn't, so I'm happy with that. And we can also do some cosmetic stuff, just paint some stuff, do tons of cleaning, but I'm going to get Ebony more involved with all of that, so hopefully she can learn. But in the meantime, this will pretty much chill here. I'll get a big plastic bag and just wrap it up, just so not too much dust and grime gets in it and over it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. If you've got any thoughts or suggestions, please leave them down below in the comments. If you have any video ideas or any videos you would like me to make, also leave them down there. And you can always follow me on Instagram at 07carbs. And until next time, thanks for watching and keep on learning.